Two families who lost their children in the Sandy Hook Elementary massacre are now suing right-wing radio host Alex Jones for defamation. The controversial radio host has questioned for years whether the shooting was faked, possibly even staged by the government. One of those parents suing is a man named Neil Heslin. He lost his 6-year-old son Jesse in that shooting. Jones alleged that Neil Heslin lied when he made these comments.
I lost my son. I buried my son. I held my son with a bullet hole through his head. I dropped him off in 904. That's when we dropped him off at school with his book bag. Hours later, I was picking him up in a body bag.
Alex Jones attacked Heslin for those remarks days later, last June.
Fact checkers on this have said cannot be accurate. He's claiming that he held his son and saw the bullet hole in his head. That is his claim. Now, according to a timeline of events and a coroner's testimony, that is not possible.
The coroner said none of the parents were allowed to touch the kids or see the kids, and maybe they, meaning at the school. I'm sure later maybe the parents saw their children. The point is that because the media lies so much, you can't blame the public asking questions, and you can't ban free speech of people that are asking questions.
Earlier this week, Alex Jones responding to the lawsuit.
And I've been telling the parents for years I believe their children died, and quite frankly, they know that. So I don't know why I continually then see them on the news saying, why does Alex Jones say my child didn't die when I'm not saying that?
Neil Heslin joins me now along with his attorney, Wesley Ball. Neil, you've heard what Alex Jones has said over the years. You heard what he said there. Jones has also said Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake with actors. They staged Sandy Hook. The evidence is overwhelming. It just pretty much didn't happen. And then Alex Jones has said that some of this stuff has been taken out of context. What do you believe in terms of his motivations?
His motivations, I can't even begin to figure it out. You know, he's out peddling lies and, you know, his propaganda and false news to profit off of it. But with that false news, he just doesn't care who he hurts. The impact that it has on people who already had the worst thing that could ever happen in your life, to lose a child. Whether it be Sandy Hook, Parkland, to attack them and to profit off of it, it's totally wrong. And to dispute my statements and my remarks and call me a liar and accuse me of making comments for criminal reasons, you know, it's just crazy. It's ludicrous, and I'm done. I'm done dealing with it. I'm done listening to it, and I'm putting an end to it.
Why now? I mean, this is something that's been going on for a while. What is it about the timing?
Well, you know, I guess it. Yeah, it had been going on for 4 years, and you hope that it'll die out, it'll go away, but it hasn't, and he just doesn't let up on it. He's relentless with it, and you know, this is a fight that he started, and it's a fight I'm going to finish, and I'm not backing down.
Has he ever contacted you? Has Alex Jones ever reached out?
Not personally, no.
Never contacted you and said, come on the show and explain to me precisely what happened?
No, but he did make a broad, in his interview, invitation to parents. But beyond that, no.
Wesley, this is the first civil suit against Alex Jones as it relates to this particular matter. As I understand it, you guys are seeking $1 million in damages. Jones insists that this is a case without merit. What do you hope to accomplish by suing Alex Jones?
I hope to shut down his hateful rhetoric, his intentional conduct in causing more problem to these families. He is nothing more than a conspiracy theorist, and that's fine. You can be a conspiracy theorist in our country, and you can put out kooky conspiracy theories, but you can't go from a conspiracy theory to malicious conduct. And that's what he's done. And I'm hoping to shut him down on that front and as many other fronts as I can, because I think he's a cancer to America. He's already tried to say that this lawsuit in one way or another is funded by the Clintons or funded by George Soros or all kinds of other stupid, kooky things. It's not a First Amendment issue. It's not a Second Amendment issue. It's the Seventh Amendment issue, right to a trial by jury. And that's what we're going to get in Texas. We're going to get that in Travis County. And the jurors in Travis County are going to be able to look at him as their peers and what I believe tell him he is wrong and make him punish him for doing what he has done and hopefully cut at least some of that cancer out of our society.
Neil, what was your little boy like? What was Jesse like?
He was a force, energetic, happy, just wisdom beyond his years. People described him as a 40-year-old midget, but he was my whole life. He was my only biological family I had left. My parents are gone, and he was everything I had, my whole world. There's just no words for it. But with this lawsuit that I filed, I hope it gives other people, the strength to come forward and follow on my steps or my coattail with going after Alex Jones and to shut him down.
We're going to continue to follow the story very closely.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.